Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me in today's video where it's an encouragement just based on a testimony that I've had recently regarding finances, debt management and so forth. Now, I'm not a financial planner, but this is meant to encourage you if you're really looking for an option to get on top of your, debt cycle and, be more free. So I have two cars which are on car loans, and we need to have two cars because of our work circumstances. Now, both of them are, on a weekly repayment cycle, and somehow I just had this burden on my heart a few months ago, thinking that I'm always in debt when it comes to cars. There's no freedom there, and it's a weekly thing that just gets taken out of the account, and it's it's an endless cycle. So I put this prayer in front of God, and I said, Lord, I want to be 100% sure that I am faithfully stewarding the resources that you're blessing me with, and I'm not sure if this is a right choice for us. Do we need to have two cars, or do we just have to maximize our daily routine and just have one car? Either way, I just really want some guidance on this, and I kept pressing in. My best easiest choice was sell one car and just get rid of the loan, and we are good. Okay, like there's no issues there. My husband, on the other hand, he's a car lover. He loves both the cars just like his children, and he didn't want to let go of it. So you have two spouses with two different choices, trying to find a median point. And so I was like, well, if you don't want to sell the car, then we have to find another way to be able to maintain it, because there's servicing, registration, all of those expenses that come up. And he was like, well, we just have to put it to the Lord to see what creative solutions we can come up with. So long story short, I was reading a financial magazine, which obviously I like to read about money management. And one of the hustle or ways to generate income that was nominated in that particular edition was through renting out your car. Now, my husband is the kind where he takes all these things very personally. So he's not the first person to say a yes to those kind of ideas. But I thought it was a good idea. And because there were so many case studies and all of that, I thought, how bad can it be? So again, we went down this pathway and we discussed this left, right, center. And because we have two cars and one car is my name, which is the smallest car, I said, okay, let me put it at a risk. And if he agreed with it, I'm happy to list the car as a rental car and see what happens. Like, just test the market and see. And he hesitantly agreed to it. Because the other car is his much favorite car. He said, okay, let's just test it and see how it goes. To our absolute surprise, someone actually wanted the car within, I think, 5 days of us listing it. And it was a bit shock for me because I didn't expect for it to come. The person who actually took the car had just moved in from a whole different state, traveled 5 hours by flight, and she was desperately looking for a car to help her kids settle down in this place. She wanted something small, she wanted something fuel efficient, she just wanted something that was fully tinted because it was piping hot that summer. And this car literally met all her needs. So she booked it, and I handed over the keys just to make sure that I'm handing off my sweetheart to somebody that I can trust. And I was happy to just give it off to her. So what was supposed to be for 5 days ended up being for 21 days. So, well, we managed the whole routine with one car, and we realized actually we just need one car. We don't really need two cars. And it was a revelation in itself. But when we got the car after 21 days, we realized just through that initiative to just list a car for rent, we were able to make close to just over $700, which was an income which we never expected to receive. I was over the moon because I realized she had kept it so neat, so tidy, no issues, like such a beautiful, responsible driver. And it convinced my husband to be thinking of listing off the other car. So he took up the courage to list the car for rent. And so over 3 months, he had his car alone, like the big one that he loves a lot, that was able to make about $2,000 in 3 months. And this is by just giving it away for rent for, say, 3 days or 4 days and so forth. The most recent one was a 3-day booking, and he made like $1,100 on that. So we were just so blown away by how, when we have a situation in our family where there's debt or anything that we feel might need to be reassessed or reconsidered, the Lord is so interested into how all of those requests are being managed, and he will give you creative ideas and open doors to actually see it come through in a way that we don't have to feel like we are taking all the decisions, because he facilitates most of it. So does that help? Yes. If he had to make another $2,000, he would have to take extra shifts, do another casual job. There's so many things he would have to do, and so me. So without even doing any additional hour of work, if God is filling our barn, he is so much more interested in your life as well, to see the potential in you blow out of proportion. So my encouragement for you is, what do you have right now? What's on your hand? What's in your life right now? It could be a skill, it could be a talent, it could be a resource, it could be anything that God can still creatively use. Like the woman in the Old Testament who had a jar of oil, and that was it. She was set for life. Can you imagine that? And even in this day and age, God can do something so similar in your life. All you need to do is look what you have right now, and he will bless that multifold. So I hope this is an encouragement for you. We still have another booking coming up in the next month for my car, but it's such a beautiful thing to see that God will open your eyes to see opportunities which would have always been there, but you just didn't notice, and he will open the facade, or he will open that, the inner eye to see this opportunity and work it in your favor. So stay blessed, and until next time, God bless you with all the resources and intelligence and wisdom that he always gives to his children. See you. Bye.